We are Cameroonians today because Igbo pursue us from Nigeria. In our history, we learned that we separated from Nigeria because of the attitude of Igbo toward us. But the other parts of Cameroon that joined Nigeria, I'm talking that was attached to northern part of Nigeria, they never separated from Nigeria. They were happily with the northern part of Nigeria. This video, I want to talk concerning what is happening between Nigeria and Ghana. I want to deal particularly with Igbo. Let's first start with Cameroon. When you check the map of Cameroon, and if you are in Nigeria, you understand the history of your country, you will notice that parts of Cameroon joined Nigeria, while parts of Cameroon also separated from Nigeria and returned to Cameroon. When you look at this map of Nigeria, you will understand that parts of Cameroon joined the northern part of Nigeria, but another part of Cameroon, the southern Cameroon, separated from Igbo. I'm trying to explain to you to understand the attitude of Igbo. We learn history, our parent school in Nigeria, Enugu, and we understand the history of Nigeria. During the time we joined the Eastern House of Assembly in Nigeria, Igbo gave Southern Cameroonian only two posts, which is Minister of Labor and Minister of Work. This is for you to understand what is happening between Igbo and Ghana. So in our history, we are Cameroonians today because Igbo pursue us from Nigeria. In our history, we learned that we separated from Nigeria because of the attitude of Igbo toward us. But the other parts of Cameroon that joined Nigeria, I'm talking that was attached to northern part of Nigeria, they never separated from Nigeria. They were happily with the northern part of Nigeria because those people were welcoming. But when you come to the south, Igbo man want to treat you like animal. Igbo is like a cancer that if not handled carefully, it is going to destroy you. The same problem that this tiny country I always talk about in Middle East have is the same thing that Igbo have. Igbo man will want to dominate and control you, but they will not want to listen to you. If you sit with an Igbo man for 30 seconds, he will explain everything concerning Biafra to you, but he will not want to listen to you. He will say anything that will make you to like Igbo culture, but he will not want to listen to your culture. So what Ghanaians are fighting for, we Cameroonians know what they are fighting for because we share border with Igbo. We have been with Igbo. We have been in their House of Assembly, the Enugu House of Assembly before 1957 when we decided to separate from them and join Cameroon. We describe Nigeria as fire, French Cameroon as deep water, but we decided to be with French Cameroon. Igbo treated us bad, and right inside our history as Southern Cameroon, it is widely said that we separated from Nigeria because of Igbo policy toward us, not the Nigerian policy. We Southern Cameroonians have no problem with Nigeria. When I see somebody from Southern Cameroon saying that they are fighting the same cause with the Igbo, which are the Biafra, that is not true. We have nothing in common with the Biafra. These are people that pursue us out of Nigeria. These are people that dominated us in the Eastern House of Assembly in Enugu. These are people that treated us like animals. There is this touch and buy policy that happened in Nigeria, where no Southern Cameroonian was given a bargaining power. Anything you touch, you need to purchase it at a price that an Igbo man tell you. This is the same attitude that 99% of Igbo still have today. They try to dominate you. They try to make sure that they force you to believe only in their own culture. And that is what they are taking to Ghana. Every tribe that share border with Igbo will never be in peace with Igbo. Every tribe. Just go to Nigeria. Go to any country where there are Igbo, there are problems. That is a simple fact. Where Igbo share borders, there are problems. Name any tribe in Nigeria that share border with Igbo and they are not having issues. Name any country that accommodates Nigeria and you are not hearing Igbo, they are causing problems. That is the attitude of Igbo. Igbo are like cancer. The same problem that the tiny country is causing in Middle East is the same problem that Igbo is causing. We try to ignore it, but that is what is happening. The image of Nigeria is tarnished, not because of the Hausa, not because of the Yoruba. How many Yoruba or Hausa do you see outside? out of Nigeria? How many of them? You hardly see Yoruba or Hausa men out of Nigeria. The image of Nigeria is tarnished by Igbo. I'm someone that speaks the truth irrespective of how you feel. The image of Nigeria is being tarnished by Igbo. And this thing is affecting almost Africa again. Because when Igbo create problem and they start pursuing them, they will say they are now sending Africa away. They are now pursuing Africa out of their country. Let's face the fact, they are not pursuing Africa out of their country. They are not sending away Africa anywhere. They are pursuing Igbo. We try to see it like they are pursuing Nigeria. But when you go deeper and look at the history, they are not pursuing Nigeria. The people causing problem, tarnishing the image of Nigeria and the image of Africa are one tribe, which is the Igbo. The same problem the tiny country is causing in Middle East is the same problem Igbo is causing all over the world. That is the same problem. So many Igbo will come here to insult me, but I speak out of experience. I have been with Nigeria. We have lived with Nigeria. We have the same constitution with Nigeria. We have the same government with Nigeria. Our people school in Nigeria and we understand who are the Igbos. If Igbo are good, what makes Southern Cameroonians to separate from Nigeria? So Cameroon joined Nigeria. The northern part of Cameroon that joined Hausa, the same Hausa that Igbo is telling us that are bad people, never separated from Nigeria. But the southern Cameroon that joined Igbo, that claims to be angel, the only angel in Nigeria, are the one that separate from Igbo. And in our history, we grow up to learn that Igbo are not good people. So I will not cover up to pretend as if it is the Yoruba or the Hausa in Nigeria that are the problem. No. We deal with Igbo everywhere. We travel, we have been with Igbo. We feel the pains that Nigerians feel outside of Africa. We walk around with Nigerians looking for job and we face the same difficulties. I once have a friend from Nigeria and we were going around looking for job. So many areas they will say they don't need Nigeria. So I decided to tell the guys that since you are the one introducing yourself as a Nigerian, just wait so that I will introduce myself as a Cameroonian. Because everywhere we enter looking for job, they will send us away that they don't need Nigeria. But as I started introducing myself as a Cameroonian, the story changed. If you are arguing, please look around you. If you are an African, look around you. How many people from Yoruba, from Hausa do you see out of Nigeria? I hardly see Yoruba or Hausa out of Nigeria. And if the image of Nigeria is being damaged, it is being damaged by those people who are leaving Nigeria, which are the Igbos. So that is the problem. The same problem we face from Igbo is the same problem Ghana is facing now. And if care is not taken, the cancer will eat them. The same cancer that is eating Nigeria, the same cancer that is eating South Africa, the same cancer that has been eating the world will eat Ghana very soon if care is not taken. So many of them came insulting me that Cameroonians don't know business. They are there to develop Cameroon. My dear, have you developed Nigeria? My dear, have you developed Igbo lands? You want to develop everywhere. You want to develop Cameroon. You want to develop Ghana. You want to develop South Africa. You want to develop Nigeria even. But you have failed to develop Igbo lands. You come to my comment section to tell me that you want to develop Cameroon. Cameroonians don't know business. We don't know business. You are there to make money and go back to Nigeria. You are not here because you are building. What are you developing in Cameroon? What are you building there? You are there to make your money. You are out of Nigeria to make your money. And if you fail to develop Igbo land, don't come to Cameroon to say that you are there to develop Cameroon. You cannot. You are there to make money. The worst aspect of this guy is when you welcome them, they will start telling you that my country is richer than your country, if not because of our government now there. If your country is richer than that country that hosts you, please go back to your country. No need insulting the country that my country is richer than this country, if not of my government now. If not of your government now, what could happen? Go and fight the government and make the country great. Stop insulting people when they welcome you. You need to submit yourself when you are welcome. You need to submit yourself. Stop believing that you are ahead of everyone once they welcome you. That is not good. Stop trying to dominate everyone.
Why is it that only in southwest Nigeria Yoruba land, everyone in this country choose to practice and test on the so-called unitary system forced upon us by Agboyi Ironsi and Ojuku's legacy. Why is Yoruba political space being deliberately targeted? I used to say it, and those who knows me very well are very much aware that I don't support any political party. What I'm concerned about is the interest and survival of Yoruba people as an ethnic national, because as a Yoruba person, you must think Yoruba first. Yes, you must think Yoruba first in a multi-ethnic, heterogeneous country like Nigeria. You know, I say thanks to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for introducing the 1963 anthem, yes, which uphold the fact that though tongues and tribes may differ, but in unity we stand. But nobody wants to respect that boundary that makes us differ, which is why the unity that should make us stand is suffering. Something is really happening. Something is really happening in Yoruba land, and it seems like our people don't understand. You don't? Alright. In the heartland of Awori people, in the Mushin area of Lagos State, an Igbo woman wanted to become the deputy chairman of your local government area. Yorubas are the owners of Lagos. Yorubas are the owners of Lagos just for two reasons, which are your political power and your economic power. Due to the liberal nature that our people practice, which has made them happier like a gullible person, they have lost the economic power of Lagos to other ethnics who knows the essence of being conservative. You lost your economic power and you said you are hungry. You will be hungry. Your economic power is already in the hands of total stranger. What else? The only power that still makes Yoruba people owner of Lagos today is the political power. And non-state actors from the southeast are already targeting it. Once the political power is hijacked, what is left? Indigenous people without political power and economic power are conquered, dominated people. Yes, that is just the truth. We must tell ourselves. Without your economic power and your political power, you occupying it, you are nobody. Forget about the population. In the whole of Mushin local government area, there is nobody. No Awori of indigenous people, no Ijebu, nobody from Lagos State that can pick this slot except giving it to total stranger. There is no Yoruba in Lagos again. The unitary system was forced on us by their forebears, but they refused to practice that unitary system in their region. Now they want to practice it in your region because what you own is national. Because Libra can also mean fool. Yoruba politics is for everyone, but their own politics is strictly reserved for the indigenous people. In the whole of Mushin Itiria SCDA, no Yoruba woman is qualified to pick this slot. There is no Awori again in Lagos. You said they are attacking Yoruba women, they are dragging them, they are insulting them. Why wouldn't they insult them when you are giving the right of Yoruba woman to them? Our people believe they can't take Lagos. Meanwhile, economic power is gone and your political power is being targeted. The one who controls the economic and political power of Lagos State owns Lagos. The message is clear.
Yeah, if you're a Ghanaian, pay attention to this video very carefully. So concerning the trending news out there about the Igbo king of Ghana, and you know, I've had people sending me a lot of WhatsApp messages. Ghana boy, why won't you talk about the Igbo king of Ghana? Now let me educate you guys. If you're a Ghanaian, listen very carefully. I'm giving you guys a very deep revelation concerning this issue. Personally, I've not been able to speak about the issue because of my old TikTok account that, you know, got out of my hands. But let me give you guys a deep education. Listen very carefully. In the year 1967 to 1970, a state or a group of people claimed a state in Nigeria, in West Africa. And according to this group of people, they are gaining independence and they want to form their own country, which the name of their country was supposed to be Biafra. Listen very carefully. And this group of people are 95% Igbo people. Now, after claiming this state or this land in Nigeria, trying to gain independence and form their own country with the name Biafra, the people of Nigeria, the Nigerian military, for 3 years has to go on a civil war with this group. They had to go on a civil war with this group to claim the land back from these people. But according to these Igbo people, they are not Nigerians and they are Biafrans. Moving forward, after 3 good years of civil war, after 3 good years of the military of Nigeria claiming back the land now became Nigeria. And as we speak now, the people of Biafra, they've been trying, they've been fighting, they've been trying all they can till 2025 as I'm speaking, to make sure they still gain their independence, they get that independence and form their own Igbo country, which is called Biafra. But Nigeria is not allowing that to happen, and they've tried and tried and tried and tried and tried, and it is not happening in Nigeria. As we speak now, if you meet about 95% of Igbo people you meet, when you call them Nigerians, they will tell you they are not Nigerians, they are Biafrans. Now moving forward, 2025, there is new circulation that a king or a man is moving around in the name of, he is an Igbo king of Ghana, and we are hearing that this very same man is having plans of buying acres of land and building an Igbo kingdom in Ghana. Are you connecting the dots? Now, as we speak, the Igbo people, after trying their best to make sure they reclaim, the reason why they want to reclaim their Biafran state, I can't tell. I'm not in Nigeria, I'm in Ghana, and I don't know whether Biafra is either a good thing or a wrong thing. But all I'm saying is, the Igbo people trying their best in Nigeria to gain independence, to be called Biafrans and not Nigerians, they've tried and tried and tried and tried and tried, and they are not getting the mandate. This gentleman you see here, his name is Nnamdi Kanu. In recent times, this man has been the leader of the Biafra movement. He has been trying all he can. The Nigerian authorities arrested this man. As I speak, I don't know whether they've released him or not. So as we speak now, the Igbo people are trying to gain a freedom. They want to gain their land. They want to gain their Biafra land. And 2025, from nowhere, we are just hearing there is a man in Ghana who is a king. And the title of the man is Igbo King of Ghana. And this man wants to buy acres of land, build a kingdom. And when this man gets this kingdom in Ghana, what will be the next move? Oh, Biafra people, Nigeria, Igbo people. Now we have a palace in Ghana. Now we have a good place for you in Ghana. We have a peaceful place in Ghana. They will come and they will occupy this place. And what most Ghanaians are scared is, moving forward in future, when they claim this land, moving them is going to be difficult. That is a fact. When this man builds this whatever how do you call it, whatever kingdom he's building with his acres, according to what we are hearing, it is alleged. And then they start coming, because definitely as we speak now, when you are talking about businessmen in Ghana, Igbo people doing business in Ghana will accumulate to over 40 to 45%. Igbo people are flying to Ghana every minute because everybody knows Ghana is peaceful. And now you want to hand over them a king, you want to hand over a kingdom, then Biafra will come to Ghana. It's simple.
Good day to our viewers all over the world, and welcome back to Local Journal. Just like the Igbos are currently marginalized in Nigeria, the southern Cameroonians are now complaining that the reason why they left Nigeria was due to the fact that the Igbos were marginalizing them. We all know that following the Richard Constitution in 1946, southern Cameroon was annexed to be part of Nigeria. And we all know that during this time, what we had them was the eastern region, the western region, and the northern region. And due to the fact that the Igbos were the ones in control of the eastern region, there was a high influx of the Igbos to the southern Cameroonian area that was annexed by the British. So following this, the Igbos gained entrance into every sector and eventually became the head of every sector due to the fact that the Igbos were more educated than the southern Cameroonians. The jobs that were later left for a vast majority of these southern Cameroonians were menial jobs and blue-collar jobs. And over time, this led to a resentment towards the Igbos by the southern Cameroonians because they felt like the Igbos were lording them in their own land. And at about a decade and a half, which was the 1961 plebiscite, the people of southern Cameroon opted to join Cameroon so that they can get back their sovereignty from the Igbos due to the marginalization that they've witnessed in the hands of the Igbos. So you see, just like in today's Nigeria, the Igbos are being marginalized. There was a time that the Igbos also marginalized the southern Cameroonians, and that is the reason why they are coming out to say this and saying that they support the fact that the Ghanaians are asking them to leave their country. As much as I feel the pains of these southern Cameroonians complaining, this is not the time to reflect or reminisce about their experience in the hands of the Igbos. Rather, is the time to mend fences and ensure that this whole tension doesn't escalate. For record, this expansionist ideology these people are complaining about, for me, is just a myth and not something that is actually happening in real sense. I know the Igbos can be so attached with their own lands and they don't sell their lands to outsiders. Even though they might be doing, they rarely do it because they are so attached to their ancestral land, owing to the fact that their region, which is the southeast, doesn't have enough portion of land. Mind you, I'm not trying to make excuses for the Igbos. So for the singular fact that they are not really disposed to selling their lands to outsiders or to non-indigens, I also think that there is nothing wrong if any other tribe is saying that they don't want to sell their land to the Igbos. But for the expansionist ideology narrative, I don't buy into that. I know what it feels like and I feel the pain of this host community complaining about their visitors. Their magnanimity should not be taken for a ride. If you are a visitor and you are not an indigene of a particular place, don't try to provoke your host, because if you do, you are going to dent the relationship. And this is not going to affect your relationship with your host community alone, but your entire tribe, because they are going to paint this narrative that the whole tribe, the entire tribe, are fond of doing that or disrespecting their host community. Just like what is happening in Lagos and in other parts of the Yoruba land. They feel they are being disrespected by the Igbos, which are their visitors, and due to this, they are saying that they won't be selling their land to them any longer. Even though I'm not against this action, because I feel like they've endured these excesses for too long, I still believe that this shouldn't be the case if we are pushing this idea of a united Africa. So kindly drop your opinion and what you have to say in the comment section. But before this, if today is your first time to visit our channel, please kindly like, share and subscribe to our channel.